found some protein chips at Costco.
Mm-hmm.
They are they're kind of chips. The lack of corn is apparent. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Wednesday, viewer suggestion day. That's it. That's all I got.
I'm here on time.
Yeah, welcome in.
For the first time, like, in months.
I mean, on time is a thing.
Oh, I'm starting the stream with you for the
Yeah.
first time in almost half a year. How's that?
That's true. That's fair. I can't remember what I was doing. Oh, yeah. Doing art.
Sorry, yeah. I distracted you.
I'm stuffing my face with protein chips. That's what I'm doing. Let's get a rugby drawn and then we'll get into the viewer suggestion. Kid. I gotta. Hold on. Okay. No. Yeah, big mess.
Orvis, hi.
Hello.
Rook is,
Taking care of child.
yeah, finagling the boy.
He cannot be trusted with juice boxes because he just pours them on the floor.
He's at that stage of development. Got it.
Made with real ingredients. What does that mean? Apparently these are made out of chicken.
Your protein chips?
Chicken and egg whites.
Gross.
Isn't that not kosher?
I don't know. Wait, making chickens with their own chickens?
Yeah.
Probably.
I know it's against the I know it's not kosher to cook goat or cattle in the milk of its own mother.
Yep. So no dairy and meat together
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I mean,
That
like,
is
I
that
never
is an
understood
extrapolation for just in case.
I never understood that connection. Because, like, I mean, when we say that, like, oh, that's not kosher, like, almost nothing is kosher. Like, this is very.
Yep.
So I don't.
Yeah. Well, the specific like Jewish laws, which get convoluted. And this is the direct words from a rabbi. It's like it's convoluted.
No, I mean, like, I get what kosher is. I just, like, I don't get why that's a thing. Why is. It's like.
Because it has to do with like child sacrifice, probably. Like you shouldn't like drown a baby in its milk or whatever. It's weird.
Yeah. All I'm saying.
Yeah. It's dumb.
Chicken
I'll
strips,
just say it.
real good. Chicken strips, real good.
That particular law is weird.
Got a rugby. Here we go. Rugby. I don't have any music playing right now. I think I just have tavern music playing.
I just look at copyright.
I'm trying to find a good magic card deck to use as a base for the new deck. I don't know if I want to do Kith Kids though. I might just avoid Llanowar or whatever the new one is called.
Lorwyn?
Yeah, Lorwyn. There's some strong stuff in it.
Yep. It doesn't have to be Gifkins.
It doesn't have to be Kith Kids. It's
Just yeah. I think I just have this weird like luck where it's like, oh, this card kind of looks cool, and it's like, oh, it's related to Kifkin. Of course it is. I think it's mostly because any white card is probably going to make a Kifkin.
Well, that's just how that's how a lot of the sets are. Like, so there's Kithkins and Boggarts in this one.
And Merfolk.
Merfolk. And the weird, like, non-dragon things. So, it's a cool set.
Yeah.
Is it
They're
part of a
also
new
giant.
release? I'm not
Yeah.
even caught up with what's happening.
They,
It comes out like in like 2 weeks.
oh, I thought it
This
just came
week?
out.
2 weeks. No, they released like the photo gallery of it,
Okay.
basically. So like, I guess to give people ideas of what cards they want to look out for.
Yeah. Jim Henson did a music video with them, and they've been doing promos and stuff. Which is kind of fun. They already banned 2 cards. It's really funny. Just that happens.
What's the base concept for your new deck then?
I don't want people to target me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get some hexproof trolls. I'm probably just gonna make it trolls. That's really what it's gonna be. It's gonna be trolls that just either can't die or can't be targeted. While digging through, though, I also found like I might make. I always thought it'd be really funny to make a wood deck, not a sapling deck or a tree folk deck, but just wood. Like there's one card that like you tap it and it makes a wood token which you can burn for, or you can destroy it for a red mana. I'm like, that's funny. How can I make that a deck? I've never been able to do it, but I might now. Yeah? What's up? You want to put the helmet on? Okay. There you go. I'm trying to go no TV today for the kid. And he is. He's doing alright. But he's getting into stuff.
Yep. Father, I crave enrichment.
He just put on his bicycle helmet for some reason. And now we will see what happens. So I've been working on trying to get the game multiplayer ready since last month. And every time I get, like, I'm like, okay, this script is done. It's like, cool, now that you've updated that script, we need to update all the other ones again. It's like, So I'm getting closer, but it's tedious. It's tedious, to say the least. But hey, I can see the towers now. That's nice.
That's nice.
Don't know what I broke that caused that to break, but I'm afraid I'm doing something real stupid, and like I just don't know that I'm doing it stupidly.
Same.
Yeah.
Constantly.
So I might have to talk to some of my friends. part of the problem is that I'm trying to make sure that it has a single player game and not a single player and multiplayer, or not just a multiplayer version.
Mm-hmm.
Which maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Like, making things for network connectivity versus local connectivity is completely different. And I think that's why a lot of games just don't do both.
Yeah. In other words, you're discovering why nobody does that,
Yeah.
despite the fact that everybody wants it.
I basically have to rebuild. I have to build 2 of everything. I have to build a network version and a non-network version, and then I have to call them separately too. So like it is basically doubling the game. But not quite. That's an exaggeration. I've lost. Am I on YouTube right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. HP, welcome in. At this point, I'm more scared I'm not doing something really stupid. Is that a new quote for the day? Is that what I said?
If you're not doing something stupid, you're not doing something.
It's true. Is that a Chuck Nice quote?
No, I just pulled that off the top of my head. Seemed like the rational next step to our line of thought.
I think I'm gonna Pokemon the shit out of this game, though.
Oh no.
This is basically like, this is the Helldiver mentality too, which is great. Is like you have the like tiny shitty little boys that just kind of waddle around, and then you have the actual like good things that attack you and are scary, and then you have the bigger versions of them that suck to fight, and then you have the big boy versions that's like you have to do something special to deal with them. But they're all the same design. Like, they're all exactly the same. Like, with slight variations. You can tell that these are, like, the small versions of these guys. I really like that. I really, really like that. So.
Okay, so when you said you were gonna Pokemon this up, you meant you're gonna do evolution things for all the crabs, basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
Micro-Raptor
I thought...
Druid, please. Welcome in. Soccer? Yeah. We can do a Druid for you.
Micro-Raptor?
Is
Do
a
you want...
Micro-Raptor a real thing? Sorry, Drew, didn't mean it.
Yes.
Let's go look
I
them up.
think Procomsognathus is compies are kind of close to Microraptors, I think. Yeah, do you want like a Jurassic Park scaly Microraptor, or do you want like a updated to what we actually think dinosaurs really looked like Microraptor?
Yeah. I like the little fluffy ones, so maybe I'll just grab this. The ones with the weird, like, pseudo wings. What are you doing, kid? And thank you for the $5 as well as the compliment. Appreciate it. Helmet.
Oh, Microraptors have pants.
Yeah, I got pants.
Good for them.
Kind of beaks.
Kind of.
Oh, I'm in your chat. That's what's going on. It's like, this is a weird. What? You keep giving this to me. Do you want it on or off? You just want to play with the clasp, don't you? Okay. No, and you want to put it on. That's backwards, kid.
Fluffy one, please, they say.
Now, here's the real question. Do we turn it into a person? Or do we just keep it a raptor?
Yeah, is this a... I mean, it is a druid. Maybe it was awakened by another druid.
That's true. I like that idea. And Corvus, there's nothing wrong with Kithkins. Like, play Kithkins. They're awesome. I have a Kithkin deck.
You said like you didn't want to play Kithkins. Like, well, I was just saying there are other options.
No. Sorry, that's not what I meant at all. I was just saying like, I haven't seen anything that like has jumped out to me to play a new deck yet. Like, I already have a Kithkin deck, which there might be some cards that I actually throw in there from the new set, but like I haven't seen something like with Bloomburrow. I was like, hell yeah, Squirrel deck, doing that. I haven't seen any of their actual decks yet, so I haven't seen anything that really jumps out at me.
At least with this set, because this is going to be one of their bigger set releases where they have like 3 sets for the year or whatever it is. On the same plane.
What are you doing? Do you want it off or on? You don't want it anymore. Okay.
The giants seem interesting. The elves are weird in this setting. They're like green-black.
Yeah. Which is not uncommon. Like,
they're like,
the Golgari.
and they're kind of like, yeah. They're also like arguably more like satyr or fawn-like because it got hooves and horns and droopy ears.
And the pixies are weird bug things. Which I'm sure one of my friends is gonna probably build another Una deck, which was really mean back in the day. Lydia works fine. I made the handle when I was 12. What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in, Dark. Oh, I see. You want to go by Gladia. I understand. Is that a shoe bill? I see you drawing. We're drawing a... Yeah, we're talking about magic. We're drawing a Microraptor Druid. Which, if it's a Druid, you know what that means. It means it's got to have horns. So. It's like a witch hat, but coming out of your head.
Horns or antlers?
Yeah. Antlers, I suppose. What's the taxonomical difference?
Antlers are shed.
And
Yeah. Antlers are not really bone. They are a keratin structure, and they are shed every year. Horns have a bone core, and are constantly living and are covered in a keratin sheath.
Gotcha.
Oh man, I haven't looked at any of the tree folk yet, so. I like the saying because there's no humans in it.
Yeah, people suck.
Yep. Though I imagine there are some like hardcore like old school Magic the Gathering fans who don't like this set because it was the first set that introduced Planeswalkers.
It's also the first set to introduce the dual mana symbols, which I think fundamentally broke the game. So, yeah. This is a very hot topical set.
Apparently, yeah, and not just that. Like, people didn't. There were some people who did not like the vibe of the set, like artistically, because like previously all the other stuff was kind of like magic punk or almost like Magitech stuff going on. It's like, what? And like it went to really whimsical like Irish fairy tale stuff, and people were like, "What the world?"
This is my vibe.
Yeah, going from like the Urza, and I don't know what the hell is the other one called, Phyrexia, and then all of a sudden getting bug pixies. It's like, what the hell's going on here? It's a big shift. I wish I had a dinosaur playable of any tabletop RPGs, but I ended up making my lizard folk kobold mimic different prehistoric animals. Oh, okay. I thought you made a lizard folk kobold mimic, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's what I would do. I mean, like, lizard folk, or Aarakocra even, work just fine for dinosaurs. Like, there's no reason not to grab a one of the dinosaurs you like and just flavor it that way. Because it works. It works just fine. You get the bite, you get the claws. If you want, you can do something like make them cold-blooded if you want to go that route with certain dinosaurs. Or if you want to go very avian, like I said, you can give them feathers and give them a glide. But for the most part, depending on what dinosaur you want to go with, the lizard folk works just fine. Like, especially since if you're doing it as a humanoid, because if you want to go the route of not being humanoid, then just use the dinosaur from the book, which Pathfinder has a bunch of them, and it works just fine. That works just fine. You just have to give them a fake amount of int.
Yeah. First edition Pathfinder ones especially translate really well for 5e. Even I think they I haven't looked at it a ton, but I think that they transfer even better with the new rule set.
Oops.
Because everything's had a little bit of power creep.
Yeah, the dinosaurs are really, really powerful for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Because there's dinosaurs and they're supposed to be scary, so you can play Jurassic Park.
Sure. But, like, the dinosaur druid, which is something we made for 1E, is one of the more broken things that has ever existed. So, dinosaurs on a whole, I feel like, are overtuned for their level a little bit.
Yeah. That's fair. I think I agree with that.
Like, Stegosaurus is just bonkers. Like, it's so good. Same thing with T-Rex. Like, polymorphing into a T-Rex is kind of the go-to.
T-Rex is like 1 or 2 challenge ratings higher than it's actually listed, or it should be.
Or lower, I would say. It should be higher. There.
Yeah.
My monitor just died?
Uh-oh.
Let's see what's going on here.
HB, guilty. I am indeed a dino nerd. One of my favorite YouTube channels that I follow religiously is called Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong, and it is an actual paleontologist.
I have seen
who talks about how our understanding of dinosaurs in popular media is mostly wrong and trying to correct the record. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it.
I've been seeing some corrections from that channel. Of that channel.
Yeah.
Well, because I think it's really funny.
They've got a series where they
for that.
Yeah. Well, I know, but his channel is going back and correcting itself because some of the early stuff is now no longer like we've got more information than we had when the channel started.
What was we were talking about this the other day. I think the thing that brought me to that channel was it reskinning or wrapping? Shoot.
Shrink wrapping.
Shrink wrapping, yeah, the shrink wrapping of dinosaur bones.
Yeah.
Because I was watching the new Jurassic Park, and I was like, that is not even trying to be a T-Rex anymore. Like, it's just the skull. And I know that Jurassic Park does that purposefully because they want it to look scarier.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I wanted to see how close we actually think we are. And I bumped into a part of the internet that is very much like, all shrink-wrapped dinosaurs are wrong. And then I found that channel, and there was no, some of them actually look like this. And vice versa. So, I think the problem is there's a shit ton of dinosaurs.
Yes. And they are way more complex and diverse than we have ever given them credit for.
Yeah. So there's just millions and millions of years of different creatures that can't be clumped together. Some of them can.
So yeah. I mean, you can gather them into clades, but dinosaur is not a monolithic term.
Yeah. I tried to explain the word simile to a 7-year-old this weekend, and
oh no,
he wasn't having it. So yeah, because if I say dinosaur, that could mean anything, but it also means something very specific.
Yeah. Also, all birds are dinosaurs technically.
I'm just here for the Spinosaurus drama. There you go.
Pathfinder, is Pathfinder an offshoot of 3.5 rule set? I've seen some people saying that you end up coming to light, but I remember more of Neverwinter Nights or Alcat thing. So, Pathfinder was directly a 3.5 offshoot. It just is. Yeah, the OGL was created by Paizo, the Paizo people, because they wanted to take their 3.5 content with them when they left. So, yeah, that's not a secret or something that came to light. That is the history of it.
Yeah, it is. It is the literal. It is the business and gaming history of the thing. What happened specifically was when WotC wanted to do 4th edition D&D, they laid off a bunch of people, and it's actually very similar to the 5e, all of the 5e scandal shit that happened. And all of the people that laid off, they were basically all of the writers and like content creators.
Technically not true. Not the laying off people. Like, yes, people were laid off, but Paizo was already a thing before 4th edition. And so was Pathfinder.
No,
for how long before?
Well, I'm
like 5 years.
Heard what Drew had said. I thought you were saying it was like what happened, but because that happened a long time ago.
No, it was.
But I don't know if they got laid off. I thought they actively just decided to make their own company and left. I could be wrong with that though. So.
Yeah. So
I thought they had gotten laid off.
No. I mean, some people might have, of course. That's always going to happen. But the official story that I know from Paizo is that Paizo started out as a publisher of Wizards of the Coast magazine called Dungeon, because they had 2 magazines, Dragon and Dungeon. Yes, very creative names. And Paizo was in charge of, they were licensed to publish Dungeon magazine. And that's where the first 20 books of Pathfinder come about, like Adventure Paths. So Rise of the Runelord, Rise of the Runelords, Curse of the Crimson Throne, I think Skulls and Shackles, and maybe one other, in which these are 6 books each. Adventure Paths started out before 4th edition was a thing. When 4th edition rolled around, or before that, Wizards decided to cancel their license with Paizo. They were like, we're doing away with Dungeon magazine, not doing particularly well, so they cut it. And so Paizo kept, presumably they were given you can have all this stuff because it's your stuff. So they just started doing more third-party supplements for 3.5, and then when 4th edition came around, they made their own setting and retroactively changed stuff for 3.5. This is Pathfinder now, and then kind of continued from there.
The only thing I would add to that is I think the people that own the main people that started Paizo were writers for 3.5.
Yeah.
And so that's why they also did the magazine, and they were just we're just gonna take the stuff that we've written and continue with it and go with it. But even in the very first Pathfinder books, they all say that they are 3.5 compatible because they're using the 3.5 OGL. There's no mysticism around that at all. So Draw J, welcome in. I don't know what Draw J, but if that is a suggestion, I'm not sure what that means. But also, we don't do fan art. So. Think about what you like. I think this is about where I'm going to get with this druid.
Yeah. I'm about done with my little myconid. I've really slowed down, man.
You're all right. Slow doesn't matter.
I know, but I would like to. I have art goals, and I am working against myself in them. So Which is, I know, is not new. I'm always complaining about that, but...
Small correction to my little spiel. They didn't just take over Dungeon, they took over Dragon. So they were publishing both magazines for Wizards.
Yeah, I really thought it was like 2 people. So like, it surprised me. I thought they were doing all of that anyways.
Yeah, so that started in 2002, and then in 2007 is when they chose not to renew their contract.
Okay.
And then later in 2007, because that was early, Wizards announced the pending release for 4th edition. I didn't realize it came out that early.
Yeah. Did 3.5 come out before 4th edition? I think it did.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Because as I was reading here, which would replace version 3.5, many of the staff at Paizo were concerned with the more restrictive game license, under which 4th edition would be released compared to the earlier open games license DOGL. So they chose not to provide a copy of 4E rules and just went with the 3.5 rules.
Which is what I meant with the with it being similar to the 5th edition fiasco, because it's all more drama around WotC trying to revoke the OGL. Or...
Yeah.
Well,
and
in 4th edition's case, they didn't revoke it. They just like
no,
kept it in place.
they were trying to quote unquote update it for the new edition.
That was also one of the reasons that people think. I mean, 4th edition is its own thing. Draw, once again, I don't understand what you mean. Please explain. But yeah, 4th edition kind of failed because of that. Like, there weren't a lot of people that wanted to make stuff for 4th edition. Beyond it also being just such a shift from 3.5. So 4th edition failed for a myriad of reasons. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the least of which is you kind of need a online or computer-based resource in order to keep track of all the shit.
it's very complicated. Yeah. All right, there we go. I think I'm done with this druid.
Draws.
Move on to the next one.
Sorry, we don't do fan art.
Yeah, I don't know the reference either. So like, I'm
Yeah.
unfortunately
I just Googled
lost
it.
for help. Yeah.
Yeah.
The way this normally works is people suggest their characters or super chat for their characters, but they geez, I'm a kid. I'm gonna mute myself after I say this. We have the list, or you can suggest them in chat. I put them on the list. We roll the dice. The dice gods decide which ones we draw, and we go from there. So I'm gonna roll some dice, and then we'll go from there today. A snaggletooth white dragonborn paladin of glory with a gladiator background. Aztec Incan inspired. All right, we can do that. Snaggletooth white dragonborn.
Yeah.
What does a white dragon look like? I thought they had beaks. Oh, they gnarly. Okay. They have beak shaped, but they have teeth. So we're alright.
Yeah.
Does snaggletooth infer something?
It usually means that they've got like uneven teeth, or I think especially like one tooth poking out their lip on one side.
Can do that. He is pretty good. Yeah, Draw, sorry, I'm really confused about, unless maybe YouTube didn't actually give us your suggestion?
No, they did. The JX1DX1 is a Roblox character specifically.
Ah.
And it doesn't matter how much you say please or he's pretty cool. We don't do fan art, only original characters.
Yep.
This is a TTRPG kind of specific draw stream.
Is it a YouTuber or does Roblox have a story?
I have no idea.
It's from a Roblox web series.
Ah. Okay. Machinima.
The good old days.
I'm gonna roll as well. Looks like a D8.
Yeah.
For a character, I roll 3.
Let me see.
Let's see. Steel Defender. I've got the list up. I can read it. There's a bunch of backstory in it.
Uses his shield guardian as a wagon. Nice.
Yeah.
Aren't the Steel Guardians like the thing in Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah.
Steel Defender, which is
Steel Defender. Artificer.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's the Artificer companion.
That was wrong. They're called the Steel Watchers.
Okay. I was gonna say there's a whole bunch of constructs you fight in that game, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Steel Defender as a gnomish airstream trailer.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Apparently, you can get them on your side in Baldur's Gate.
That wouldn't surprise me.
When I need to look up reference for this.
Did you play Baldur's Gate 3, Corvus?
I haven't like sit down to play it yet.
It's good. I think Drew would like it too.
Yeah, probably.
I just started
Going back to-
playing... what is it called? Demio? Demio X Dungeons and Dragons. It's pretty good.
Never heard of it.
Demio's basically it's a tabletop sim as a game. Like you play D&D. Little move your little figures around and play cards to do the abilities. But they partnered up with WotC to make a 5e kind of compatible version of it. That's fun, but it's very simple comparatively to like Baldur's Gate. So I can't remember what this is supposed to be.
Paladin's Glory. The Gladiator Paladin.
Kid, what are you ripping up?
Uh-oh.
The most selfish of paladins. Oh, this is cute.
Come on, Google. Where are the really cool Airstream trailer references?
GG, Walkman.
There's one.
I was thinking of like a Winnebago or like one of these things. Is that not what an Airstream is?
Airstream is the brand that specifically did like the super streamlined chrome like aluminum aerospace designs. Yeah, they're camper trailers.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Steel Twinkies.
Yes.
Silver bullets.
I saw that card, Corvus, the Mirror Form. I have a card that's similar to it called Mirror Weave.
I like it because it
wins me a lot of
Go ahead,
games.
sorry. Wayne Reynolds did a few cards for the set, like a lot, and like a lot of them are like the changeling focused ones.
Yeah.
I also like all the different goblins / boggarts they have, because there's the boggart goblins, and then there's like goblins who are not boggarts but are just like weird.
Yeah,
So there's like one that has like a boar head.
I've never understood the boggarts. I mean, like, because some of them count as goblins and some of them don't, and so I don't know if they're. I don't know the lore behind what makes a boggart and not a.
So I think that was just a weird quirk, like a weird, like, oh, we're just gonna make them boggarts instead of just goblins. Because like I think all the boggarts in this set are just goblins, part of the goblin tribe.
Okay. I'm not sure if they're like. I think they might just be fey goblins. Might be another way to think about it. But...
Yeah. Because like they have aunties, which are like really, really old boggarts. They're like uber powerful spellcasters. So they're essentially like just goblin hags.
Goblin hags is a good way to look at it too.
Mm-hmm. There's also the Nuggles, and they're like horse-headed goblins.
Okay, I knew the name, but I didn't know that they were horse-headed. Don't forget about the Mogs.
For months in lore.
Goblins, mod, orcs, and ogres.
They also have a Kelpie called a Lockmare. Yeah, a lot of the goblins feel very like not Pan's Labyrinth, but Labyrinth coded.
Yeah.
Like Jim Henson, wacky.
Which when I watched the music video they made, I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of mid. I'm not super impressed with that." But then I started watching them They started doing like a podcast with the two characters for the releases and stuff. That's been really funny, and I've been very happy with that. Like that feels very Jim Henson. The music video feels very forced to me. Some of my friends were like, "Look at this AI garbage." I'm like, "That's
Not AI.
yeah.
That'd be Jim Henson.
That's Jim Henson. Which like that's the thing. It's like it doesn't feel like it in some parts. It's like it's really weird.
To me, it felt very like Black Dark Crystal.
Yeah. I think intentionally so. It does feel very Dark Crystal. Which it wouldn't surprise me if that was the inspiration for that set. You know, but back in the day, the original one.
Yeah. Because I know they talk about like the inspiration about it. Is like because a lot of the creature names are like from like Irish and like British Isles folklore. Because like a nuggle is a type of like water horse entity that drowns people, because of course it does. That's not a Kelpie.
Interesting.
Kelpies are for like fresh water. I think Nuggles are specifically salt water. Like they're totally two different creatures.
What are you doing, kid? Noggle the Mind. Okay.
That is a good card name.
Chance the creature loses all abilities and becomes a colorless Noggle.
Do not touch the computer.
That's terrible.
You're allowed to play with.
Terrifying.
And then there's like a Noggle robber.
You suggesting a Noggle next week? There you go.
I'm having difficulty with this steel defender. I found the airstream that I want, but I'm not sure if I'm like, should I just make a retro futurist airstream centaur?
I mean, I wouldn't even have gone that far. I would have just had a guy riding a giant steel Twinkie.
Point those twinks. Sorry. What's an Ophi? Oofy?
I suppose that would imply then, Rook, that the force empowered rend, which is the steel defender's attack, is just the airstream running over whatever they're attacking.
Positive, yeah, I'm just giving him a charge. But we are also
Does deal
inferring that
force
this is a
damage.
vehicle, so like there's some stipulations that have to be made regardless.
Yeah.
God damn.
Everything okay? People jumping in and out. We've just been quiet if you're worried you couldn't hear us.
Yep. Also, only people who can talk are moderators and Rook, so.
Sorry, the kid found a bunch of stuff he wasn't supposed to have, so I had to jump up and take care of that. Makes me miss Taverns of Azeroth. I mean, I have the taverns. Is it still playing? The taverns should not be playing. Was it playing both the tavern music and the...
That would be an auditory nightmare, I assume.
That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, sorry, I had to take care of the boy. What time is it? 11:17. All right, we're doing all right. Doing all right.
Would the Shield Guardian wagon be easier? I am rethinking the Airstream specifically because of all the chrome. Which I'm not sure I want to draw.
Just don't draw. I feel like I'm forgetting something for this dude.
Snaggletooth White Dragonborn. Paladin with
Gladiator background.
gladiator background, yeah.
Gladiator, shoot. I might have to change this up.
Race 1 to pauldrons.
Okay, we're gonna give him a bigger pauldron. That's how we're gonna fix this. Apparently the new WoW expansion just came out. Or is going to come out. And they added housing, which is like exactly like Final Fantasy's housing, except everybody can have one. And I was like, alright.
Oh, it's better than Final Fantasy housing.
Yep.
Can not everybody have one in Final Fantasy?
No, there was purposeful
There's a limited
scarcity.
number.
To make the like the costs of them go up, so that people had to put auctions for the houses. It was a weird system. I don't know why they did that.
Yep.
But at the same time, it also like it makes people band together and have like makes guild houses more important and.
Right. So it wasn't just an arbitrary fuck the players.
I mean,
sort
they
of.
probably don't think so, but it feels arbitrary.
Yeah. Because, like, I think, like, if you don't, like, sign in for, like...
30 days, yeah.
Yeah, you lose the house.
Oh, no.
So if you don't pay your rent...
Yep.
You know what? That
real.
makes sense, though.
But it is physical space. Like, they are physical limited housing in an area, and I think that they wanted people to hang out there and, like, you know, go visit your friends' houses and stuff, which you can do, but the actual living space is not anywhere near as important or impactful as I think they wanted it to be, because people just hang out in the main city for that expansion, like.
Yeah.
But having a
And
guild
now
house
there's
is
also,
pretty
like, the islands.
cool. What's that?
There's, like, islands, like, island homes now or something like
Yeah,
that.
those you don't have to. Those are individualized, and everybody gets one, and they're lame. So, case in point.
Well, I know they were trying to, like, make them, like, give a bunch of updates for them in the Dawn Trail stuff.
Yeah, the
Like,
idea
make
was
them more appealing.
the problem with those, and with I think with the WoW housing too, is like it's basically a separate mini game. So if you don't want to interact with it, you just don't, and it just doesn't change the game at all. And so people that like it really like it, and they can do it, and it's fine, and it's great, and there's nothing wrong with it. But the people that don't care about it, like it's you get items and stuff like, here's a couch. It's like, I don't have a house, throw it away. Like it just makes a whole bunch of stuff in the game like kind of annoying to even get. And so with the island stuff, what they did is they're like, this will be a completely separate place. Things you get for the island only affect the island. You only have to, like, you only ever see it or touch it if you go there and farm it and do quests there. And so it's like, cool, I'm going to ignore it. It's like, There's two different ways to look at it. It's like whether or not it should be part of the main game or if it's just a mini game. And that's what the island, they did the opposite of what they did for the normal housing, which I'm okay with. When it works out.
Or rather, everyone have like a house, so like you could have a place that's just store all your shit.
You technically do, because everybody gets an apartment. So you can put that stuff in your apartment.
Yeah.
I've never used the apartment. Jump rope and burning have a lot. I don't do it. So Final Fantasy has many other problems that I think are more egregious than their housing issues.
But doesn't every MMORPG?
Yes, like it's partially that. Because like one of the reasons it's so annoying is because you have limited space.
Yeah.
And so if you do something and it's like, here's a bunch of cool stuff for your house, it's like just burn it. Like I don't even want to pick it up, just burn it. But Final Fantasy makes you pick it up. It's like, damn it, now I just have to throw it away. To dig through my shit and throw it away, which takes 3 button clicks, which frustrates me to all get out.
Okay, boomer.
Mm-hmm. I've been playing it since the OG, and I have thoughts.
Fair.
I have thoughts and opinions.
WoW does a good job of kind of listening to their community and changing the things that they want. And this is what the community has been asking for. It's like, we want housing. It's like, okay, here you go.
Come 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't know if it's actually been that long.
They haven't been asking
Probably.
for housing for 20 years, but it's been a while. It's been a few expansions that people ask for. Partially because they tried it in Cataclysm, or Warlords of Draenor. Where they're like, yeah, we'll give everybody a house that you kind of like build and upgrade. But like you couldn't customize it really functionally at all, except that you could choose like, I want a alchemist guild and a garden instead of a blacksmithing guild and something and a fishing pond. But like for the most part, it was all exactly the same. So it's like, why would I go to anybody else's house? They all look the same. It's kind of annoying to get to them. So now they're making it a big community area, which I'm sure a lot of people will really like, because that is a part of MMOs that I just don't partake in. I always make a guild and just have like 2 people in it. Just like, now people won't harass me about joining a guild. Get out of here. I am a boomer. Alright. There's my Dragonborn. It's a little wall-eyed, a little snaggletooth. He's got a spiky shoulder pad. He needs a net, but I'm not going to draw the net. It's going to take too long. Moving on. I'd like to play WoW again, but I don't actually want to play WoW again.
I have been told it is significantly less toxic than it was because all the toxic people moved to Final Fantasy, but I have played neither, so I can't say for sure.
I don't know if all of them did, but at least one of them did for a little bit. The cockroach.
They're both pretty popular, and I think for different reasons. They have different play styles. A shoe golem.
A what?
A golem made of shoes? Are we getting silly again, like the mashed potato golem back in the day?
Done. Moving on. A silly suggestion gets a silly...
Shoes of devouring.
Boots of devour.
Between your feet.
I would do it.
Yep. They innocuously look like a boots of haste.
You put
Or no. Maybe the spider walking slippers, because it's like, oh, these look like slip on. Like, oh god, my feet are gone.
It might be worth doing that in some campaigns.
Especially if you have like a speedster rogue or a monk.
Once again, like I think the thing to think about. Maybe I'll make a video about this, but like the thing to think about with that kind of stuff, cursed items specifically, is like, is it a punishment or is it a trap? Like those are two very different things.
Generally, I have
think it'll be a trap.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds more trap-like to me. But generally, I have a hard time with maiming characters because, one, you have to introduce a whole new mechanic, which is going to get more complicated and frustrating. And two, you run the risk of really crippling your player, which is not necessarily fun.
I mean, at the end of the day, all you'd really... Here's what I would do. If that actually happened. Like, let's say you play the thing and you chop off someone's foot or someone's arm. Foot reduces their movement. Hand makes it so they can't use two-handed weapons. And then they only have one free hand to do anything with, right? So, like, all it really does is force people to actually use the rules of equipping and de-equipping things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that is kind of my point, though, because in games like D&D, action economy is so extremely precious that you really run the risk of making people feel like their character doesn't function anymore.
It has happened.
Yeah, it has happened.
You lose
and
an arm,
if
you retire. Like that's a thing.
Absolutely, you take an arrow in the knee, you become a town guard.
Has anyone else heard that that's a euphemism for getting married?
I did.
I had not heard
from
that.
Game Theory.
I think that's really funny.
Yep.
Oh,
That
can't
is
get sold
pretty
anymore.
funny.
I took an arrow to the knee.
I feel like honestly it doesn't like hold much water because there's not enough people around to like marry anyone in any city in Skyrim.
There are always more guards than there are townspeople.
Yep.
And none of the guards have houses or homes or like any. They
had the barracks. That's the extent of their home.
Yeah.
Fish
I
rat.
don't think any of
is what I'm
I don't
drawing.
think any of
next.
them are romanceable. Fish rat, huh?
Yeah.
It's a fish rat.
Sea angel familiar that apparently has a rat wife boyfriend thing. Can we just
Mouse?
Dude, this is like one of the core things that drives me crazy about D&D. And I don't think it's actually D&D's fault. It's very much like pop culture's fault of if two things fall in love, make baby. And it's like, that's not how anything works. So yeah, sure, familiar, magical creature. We'll make a ratfish. Let's do it.
Are you saying you don't think there should be half elves and half orcs?
I do not. Yeah.
That's racist.
I'm a fantasy purist.
Generally speaking, so am I actually.
I'm reading the
Didn't know
children's
around such hardcore Warhammer fans.
Yeah, purge them. I'm reading the Children of Hurin right now, which is dealing with that a little bit more in the Tolkien universe about like the Numenorians and like how the humans actually interact with elves and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not opposed to it, but I think my issue with it in D&D is the way they've split the stats, the stat blocks. I think is lame.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I do think it's a little weird that like they're like I think my biggest issue is like with 5e was with like half elves, like, oh, just be a half elf. You can do anything.
Yeah.
It's like okay, hang on now.
I like what's the dwelfs? They're like, if you mix an elf and I think this is a Zach Speaks Giants Reddit post where they were basically saying like, what if there should be a chance that if you have an elf and a dwarf, their offspring could have the worst of both, and like that's just a human, and it's like, yep, that's exactly what it is. But yeah, like, instead with D&D, it's just like, oh, if you're a half elf, you get all the cool stuff from human and all the cool stuff from elves, and it's like that's not how that should work.
Yeah.
Where's the other parts go?
What you're saying
The reason about Warhammer is
hybrid species.
Warhammer
Hybrid species should have to roll on a table to see what they get.
Kind of cool. But yeah, Warhammer like has put a hard no that the different species of their worlds cannot mingle like at all.
Biology.
Like humans, yeah.
I mean, anybody can fuck anything probably, but like, yeah, not everybody, not all DNA is compatible.
Yeah, but then it's like magic is a thing, so I'm just like.
Magic is a thing, but magic is not an end-all, be-all. Unless you're using a wish spell.
And even there, I think D&D has I think Corvus says it right, too. It's just like D&D has the most reasonable of, like, what if a familiar and a rat get it on? Sure. Like, fake creatures, polymorph exists.
Like, in Pathfinder, it kind of makes sense because, like, sometimes, at least in 1E, like, your familiar was just, like, a real animal or creature that you just, like, infuse with a bit of your magic to, like, bond with. But in, like, D&D, familiars are just, like, magical constructs, essentially. Yeah. With, like, a single hit point.
Yeah. The way I usually rule it personally, not that I've had many opportunities to rule it this way, but I have had to at least once. The way I usually rule it is I'll leave it up to the players as to whether or not they want to produce a kid, but mule rules. If you put a horse and a donkey together, they can make a baby, but that baby's going to be sterile. And same rules apply. You can have a baby. Your baby can't have a baby.
How do interspecies? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're not siring a brand new species.
How do interspecies heritages work? Yeah, that's kind of the thing I'm getting at. Is like they really shouldn't. So that's what the versatile heritage is for. And you're also looking at whether or not a heritage is genetic versus cultural, which is why they switched it to heritages instead of just saying race.
Yeah. That and also implying race also implies racist connotations, which are negative.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I do prefer with 2E specifically is like the ancestry and heritage system, because it's like you have examples of both genetic heritages. Like, oh, I'm from a group of elves that have lived underground all our lives, so I'm of course going to have actual dark vision instead of low light vision. Makes sense, but you also have like cultural ones. That's like a lot of the halfling ones are cultural.
Yeah.
Same with the humans.
Yeah. I think that's a really prime example of that, right? It's like, I don't care if you're a human and you've lived underground with dwarves your whole life, you don't have dark vision. You just don't have dark vision. Yeah. You might have low light.
I would maybe argue you get low light.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
And you maybe don't take the penalties for seeing it dark because you're acclimated to it, but you do not have dark vision. Same thing with like, I was raised by Aarakocras. It's like, did you build artificial wings to give yourself wings? Because if so, cool. I guess.
Congratulations. We'll grant you a fly speed as long as you have them equipped, and you also need to worry about encumbrance.
Mm-hmm. There has to be a trade-off with it to have those, because otherwise you're just min-maxing picking things, and that is what makes me upset about like half elves and stuff. Is it's basically like it's helping people min-max. Not a fan.
Yeah.
Okay, there's my ratfish.
And there's my
now,
airstream.
like, with the like half elves and 2e, it's like they themselves don't get a lot of feats, which I find a little odd. Like, I feel like oh, because you're a half elf, you've experienced this type of stuff differently. So like, I don't know, but you have access to like the full roster of human and elf feats, or whatever the other component of your makeup is. So like, you only get one option.
Yeah, that's something interesting about the like
whenever you get ancestry feats.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was done. So.
Something that's interesting about like the drow, a lot of the drow heritage feats you could take are there to explain that the drow are all like hundreds of years old, because most of the drows don't go exploring or start, like, they spend the first 50 years of their lives just going to school. Then they spend the next 30 years of their lives like serving the local community, and then they might start doing something, right? So like a lot of the reason that drow and some elves were originally designed kind of overpowered is to explain that like kind of freeloading of a character without being like, oh yeah, they start with 10 levels of something. It's like, no, we'll just give them some heritage feats that give them a bonus to explain that. And I like that. I think that's fine. They can be stronger in those areas. But if you wanted to start a drow that's like, oh, you start a drow that's 15, it's like, cool. Technically, just start them like a human. Like, give them the dark vision that they have. But they haven't learned any of that other stuff. You might as well just start them as a human, but say they're a drow character, and I think that works fine.
Yeah.
Species and age, yeah. That's a funny way to look at it, too. It's like,
Yeah,
how old is a goblin? 3 years old? Can they drink? Are there drinking laws in Faerun? That could also be a really funny thing to do if you, like, walked into a very, very, like, human encampment. It's like, sorry, the drinking age here is 18. It's like, how old are you? 7? Yeah. I'm 312. It's like, cool.
I honestly, I think that's a funny idea. I honestly hand wave it and say, you know what, old Germanic rules. Beer is safer than water.
Friends say it wouldn't be beer that you'd be getting drunk off of.
Yeah, probably.
11:41. I think I can do one more. How are you feeling, Druid?
I'm tired. I put a lot into that, even though it didn't take me very long to draw.
I mean, it was like 40 minutes. It's pretty good.
Yeah. For my speed, yeah. And it's actually like colored and painted, kind of, so.
Yeah. I watched the video,
I
this story
it.
was talking about kind of the myth that like everyone drunk beer because there was no safe water. They're like, that's BS. Like, all towns had a source of clean water. It's called a well.
That's true.
Like, they took special care to find places that would supply very clean water that they would drink.
Oh, so that's why everybody in Rook's campaign is screaming at us not to go into the well.
Possibly. Hey, don't make it dirty. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, like it. Clean water was very important to like have, of course.
Yeah.
Like there was a bunch of laws during a certain point where like you would get fined if you were like caught messing with the well. Get pilloried. But yeah, like beer was drunk a lot, or technically ale. And they would have like two. They would have a weak ale throughout the day, like just to like give you extra calories as you work. It would just basically be ale that's been watered down.
I had heard some things that it was essentially like bread as well, like more bready than ale is today.
Yeah. It also wouldn't have been bittered, at least not with hops a lot of times. So it would go bad pretty quickly. So they would like have to be constantly making it, because that's why you put hops in it, is to make it last longer.
And then you got grog.
Right, because it's antibacterial. Yeah, grog is different. Isn't grog is rum?
Grog was to make the water clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're bringing it on a boat, right? Like you have to.
Yep.
How do you keep it sterile?
Grog uses rum as a disinfectant specifically, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you were the captain or a high-ranking officer, you could have like a lime and sugar put into it to make it taste even better, because putting the small amount of rum into a huge barrel of water ain't gonna make it taste good. It'll make it safe to drink. It ain't gonna make it taste good.
Right. And then of course the juice of a lemon or a lime helps stave off scurvy.
Yep.
Which they did eventually find out around that time.
Fruit?
Yeah, well, yeah. But citrus generally has a lot more vitamin C, and so it was quote unquote the cure for a while.
Months at sea.
Yep. Lemon squash, I think, for a while was the Spanish Navy, maybe the Dutch Navy. They had that instead of grog, and every sailor got a bit of lemon squash every day in order to stave off scurvy.
What did the Romans get? I can't remember what the Romans got. It's like oatmeal?
The Romans carried pickles.
Yeah. The Roman legionary diet was mostly beans and pasta, which is vinegar and water.
Okay. Olive oil?
I mean, they probably had olive oil with them, but that was probably more when they were in camp.
Yeah, I assume that's something that the chef had specifically, not something that every legionnaire carried on their person.
They had a ration of it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just fill in time, draw on the fire.
I mean, I could always just Google what they would got, because we probably know.
The things that are left on the little list are, was it all silly? No, I guess the Snaggletooth Dragonborn is not that silly of a suggestion this week. But number 5, Trash Goblin, Guardian of the Bins and Ruler of Raccoons. That's just Oscar the Grouch, right?
Did Oscar the Grouch have raccoons? Goblins are puppets, either way, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Rugby is proof.
Oh, whoops, this one should be. Damn it. Wait.
I totally missed you putting in the big fire swirls.
What's up?
I was looking at something else and switched back to the drawing screen, and suddenly there's big swirls of yellow, and I'm like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah, they're a fire dancing bard.
Ah, gotcha. So, not meteor hammer. What's the fire?
Boy.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say fire bolas, which is descriptive, but
I mean,
Oh, did I just draw this on? Damn it. Hold on.
whoops.
so we're finally getting the remaster for the Magus this year.
Are they changing the? What are they changing? I'll just ask that way.
Yeah, have they announced?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if they're going to be adding more changes than what they've already had with the erratas. But next year, or this year, I mean, in August. Technically, it's the end of July, but it won't come out for everyone else until August. There is their new rule book, which is called Impossible Magic.
Yeah,
And
I
it
saw
will
that
have
announcement.
the remastered version of the Summoner and the Magus, as well as 2 new classes, the Runesmith and the Necromancer, which were play tested last year.
Okay, so these are the things that got play tested already, but
Yeah,
Yeah, but we haven't seen the final iteration of them yet.
no. They also only do 1 playtest, which I wish they would maybe do multiples.
Yeah, same. But
But
I
it looks
hope
like-
that. Sorry, go ahead.
Uh,
Finish your thought.
it looks like their new way they're doing their books is there's going to be 2 new Lost Omen books, 3 adventure paths, a new rule book that come out every year, and the rule books are always seem to be so far coming out at Gen Con.
okay.
So
Nice. I appreciate a standardization. Gives us something to, I guess, anticipate. As far as the Megas changes go, though, I'm not really happy with how things changed regarding how the application of touch spells work, or how things had to change basically when they had to rename all the spells away from D&D names.
they had to change them away from being touched. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they had to. I'm not particularly happy with how things worked out. It doesn't feel elegant or finished to me. So I hope that they update that mechanic, how the spell strike applies for the Magus.
Yeah, which they have for the errata, that it applies for. You don't have to roll for a spell attack roll, or need to use spells that use attack rolls anymore. You can use any spell, basically.
Interesting. I might have to look at that errata, but I can also just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also said it was going to be 240 spells. Whether or not,
Damn.
so some of those are probably new spells, and those are probably other spells
Reworks.
that are
Yeah.
in 2E that's not been remastered yet.
Yeah, reworks. I hope they bring up some 1E spells that haven't been added yet.
Like what?
And looking at the, go ahead.
Let's see. There's a druid spell. What is it? Blazing Rainbow? Let me look it up.
Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, Rainbow Bridge. No, Blazing Rainbow is the spell. It's different from Rainbow Bridge. You and me, and I think I've talked about it with Dagon as well. I've talked about it before, but it's a level 6 druid spell from 1E, and it has two options when you cast it. You can either make a bow, like a bow weapon, or you can use it to make a bridge to cross a distance, right? So the light for the bridge, the light forms a bridge or ramp 5 feet wide and up to 10 feet long per caster level. So at level 6, it's at least 60 feet, or it's at most 60 feet. Creatures on the bridge are dazzled with no saving throw. Allies gain a bonus equal to your wisdom modifier on checks and saves, and to their combat maneuver defense to resist being moved from the bridge against their will. Enemies take a penalty equal to your wisdom modifier for the same thing. And the bow is a longbow or short bow appropriate for your size, and you are proficient with the use of it. When drawn, the bow automatically creates a +1 seeking brilliant energy arrow. It cannot fire any other arrows. Any creatures struck by the arrows are surrounded by fairy fire and are dazzled for 1 minute. This version of the spell ends when you have fired a number of arrows equal to your caster level. So the modifiers seeking makes it easier for you to hit your targets. Brilliant.
Brilliant is
lightsaber.
Basically turns into like fire. Yeah, lightsaber.
Yeah. Brilliant energy weapon does
Ignores armor.
Brilliant energy weapon ignores non-living matter. Armor and shield bonuses to AC, including any anyway. Like we don't need to care too much about the specifics of this because it will be updated, I hope. But this is a spell that I'm like, you know what? There's use case for this in 2e. Obviously, brilliant is not a modifier in 2e again yet. And I kind of hope it won't. Is it? Damn it.
Yeah, it's the rune. Champions can get it like at level 12.
Damn. I did not know champions could have lightsabers already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean anyone can get it. It's just it's like
Yeah,
a level 12 rune.
Yeah, no, I know because champions can get specific rune enchantments that their class lets them apply for free to their weapon. I'm aware, so they can choose it for free.
I'm gonna call it here. It's
Sounds
almost
good.
noon. I'm done with this.
I like the point.
We have 2 or 3 left for Friday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make the kids some food, and then I might be back this afternoon to work on some stuff. We'll see what happens. I'll probably just be in the Discord, but that won't be for another 30 minutes or an hour. So, thanks for hanging out today, everybody. Thanks for drawing with me today.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out, Cordis, as well. I don't know if I have anything else. I want to get a video out. I want to do a Dragonette video. I think that would be fun. But I have 3 commissions I need to finish, so I'll see if I can get those done this week. And then we'll try to squeeze that in there, as well as working on the game. Got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Someone asked earlier if we will be saving these. Yes, I will post these in the Discord at the end of the draw today, and then you can use those for your home games and whatnot. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the good suggestions. Sorry we don't do fan art, but that's all I got. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. We'll catch everybody on Friday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.